Alrighty, I think we're good. Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Rome Total War Remastered. Here today on the channel, we're back on RTR Imperium Surrectum. It's been over, what, 2 years since I've live streamed this mod and done a campaign. There's been a bunch of updates since, so I thought would check it out here today and relearn. How is everyone doing? So as you come on in, make sure to leave the stream/future video a like. Thank you all for stopping by, and of course you can watch the VOD once it's back up on the channel. We're going to be starting playing as the Roman Republic and then hopefully become the Roman Empire. I'm doing great. That's great, Felix. Alright, it's Saturday morning here in Australia. We're getting back into the swing of streaming, which is nice. We just wrapped up the Nabatean campaign. Alright, so as you can see, the campaign map is huge. And it's going to be a lot of fun trying to conquer all of Sicily and push further north. Okay, so let's have a look. We're currently under the reign of Gaius Lepsina. We have alliances with Massalia and trade partners with them too. So on the remaster, we have the family tree, which is really nice. Marcus Regulus, Milon. Looks like we got some Greek portraits there too. Publius, Quintus Gallius, Burrus, Satitus, Timo, Apollonius, Gaius Pictor, Gnaeus Cornelius. Okay, so it's like the Scipio line. Metellus, Gnaeus Cornelius Scipio, Lucius Cornelius Scipio, Publius. Got all these Scipiones there. And then we're back to the Slepsinas, I suppose. Okay, so we're making 1,500 per turn. We have 10,000 in the back. Hey bro, much love. Fan of a few years, just catching the streams. So those barbarians, the glory of Rome. I will, Roma Invicta. Thanks, Picklesworth. Appreciate the support. Okay, so can I show what popped up the message before? Where was this message? I'll show full screen. So we're back on RTR Imperium Surrectum. This was a mod that was originally on the vanilla Rome Total War. And it's fan-bloody-tastic. Now, hopefully, the only issue I had with this mod is when I would try to live stream it and play it, because the modders would update it so much, I would run into save corruptions constantly. So I don't think it's been updated for a little while, so we should be able to do this campaign for quite some time. Okay, so let's have a look, because there's just so many there's so many settlements here in Italy. So Volnesia is rebellious, so this is like an Etruscan city, so we want to look to try and take that. Looks like there's some rebel territory on this eastern board. We do have Greek city-states sitting about. Rebels down here too. And here. So let's sort by armies and have a look. So we've got 13 units here with Marcus Regulus, and I will put my generals in these settlements where I can. So I suppose I leave one unit of spearmen here. We're gonna have to deal with public order. So I don't know who my best commanders are just yet. So I suppose we move him down here. Nice to see you streaming. Thanks. Omar. Whoa. Picklesworth. Thank you so much. That was very generous of you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much love, Simpzy in the chat. Want to show my support. Love your content. Thanks. That's very generous of you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think we'll get these armies moving about. Really appreciate that USD. It's not the dollary doos. That's a lot of dollary doos for me. Okay, let's move this here. Okay, so I might be able to put a better general in there, we'll see. So where is my other legions? So we have another 12 units down in the south with Cornelius Cornelius. And that's in Regium, so there's not too many inside. Mostly made up of Hastati, Principe, and Equites. We've got some Vilites there too. So I think Gnaeus Cornelius is probably going to have enough. So let's start sieging that out. Let's build some siege equipment there. It's going to take a little bit of turns. Okay, where is our third and final legion? He is in Rome. So this is spurious. So should I send him all the way east to try and take this before it grows? Or should I move up here and try and win this with over-resounding forces? Am I going to have enough? I think so. Or should I... He's going to be able to get there a lot quicker, isn't he? And I think we'll move him this way. So let's go there. Okay. I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to siege with you then. And then I'm going to go and have a look at my best governors if I can. So who is my best commanders at the moment? Okay, so Gnaeus Cornelius, Drill Master, Roman Heritage, Confident Commander. So maybe we should try and get him down south. I just don't think we've got any spare units just yet. So we'll keep an eye on him. He should really help us out in that siege. We just don't have any additional men whatsoever. Okay. What Roman family are you playing as? In Rome Remastered, you just play as Rome. Sorry, you just... In RTR Imperium Surrectum, this mod, you play as all of them. So, at the moment, I'm assuming... so, Gaius is the faction leader. So, he's the main consul. Consul 1. And the heir is... Gnaeus Cornelius. So he's the second consul. Like, roleplay wise, I guess. I think there are specific traits. Like, we can probably find who the consul actually is. Like, does it say here? Like, there should be someone... Yeah, no, consul. Yep, here we go. Consul. This man has succeeded in becoming a consul. So he's the faction heir. I think it can change, because the consul is just like a trait. And then we've got our faction leader. Yeah, the first consul. So at the moment, we're playing as the Slipsina and... Or Klepsina and Cornelius family. They are ruling at the moment. Okay, so public order is probably the next thing, and then I want to try and start building roads, as you do. So let's go with settlements. So what's the go public order wise? Can I sort by... That's public order because that's what I need to do. Okay, so why is Tarentum not happy? If I lower the taxes there, it will help. So this is 60. What if I lower the taxes here? It goes to 90. Naples, drop the taxes. Drop the taxes here. So is this actually... It's... Okay, I'm just going to make sure it doesn't hemorrhage me too much. Let's drop that. Okay, 75, 75. Cool. Alright, so I think we'll start looking around the border territory. Roman recruitment hubs. I think building... Oh, damn. 4,500 for paved roads. That's just so much. Farms and roads. Farms only cost 1,000. So maybe we start building a lot of farms here in the interior. Because it's only 600 here. Population increase, tax return. So let's start here in the core territory. Building farms and roads. It actually might be worth to literally just go like this and just build farms everywhere. Just quickly. Because the roads will be the next bit. Interesting. So let's just start building farms everywhere where we can. And then, of course, we'll get roads going. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, should I get some military forces going, though, too? But the more we put in there is fine. I don't think we've got, like, any spare units about. Because mostly it's just one. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're sieging out here. I kind of would like to get Gnaeus Cornelius Scipio into the fold. So if I can get some units going, we can't even afford them. How much do units cost? Fair bit, damn. Okay. So we do have to be quite precious with our units in this. Okay, can we get any agents? We can get a navy going. Do we have a navy at all? We do. We have one unit here that's in the open sea. That's potentially could get attacked, so let's move it to here. Alright, so we're sieging out in the south and sieging here too. Okay, so I think we are good to set up this campaign now. Alright, let's do a save. That we've done all that, and let's end the turn and continue. Are you planning on continuing this campaign long term, or is this a one-off short thing? We're going to play for a couple hours here today. I don't know how you would finish this mod. It would probably take me like a year. But we'll keep on playing until I sort of stop enjoying it, or I suppose viewer interest drops off a bit. We'll see how we go. Ideally, if this video and series got tens of thousands of views and I'm having so much fun forever, that'd be good. And of course, if the mod doesn't get updated and break, that would be ideal. But episodical series wise, no, because this is a stream, but see how we go. I'm definitely down to do like a couple big streams on this. Oh, the dummies faction has been destroyed. Okay. But yeah, feel free to ask me anything. I'll try to answer as best I can. Okay, so we have a candidate for adoption here. Marcus. Influence, followers. He's a true Roman. He's been in the wars. He's 21. He doesn't have that good command. There will be more options for us to get more family members, so we'll leave that. And we've got some other traits increased as we have family members sitting in estates. Okay, so just got to watch out for the Greeks there. Let's move and besiege this settlement. So a lot of our armies are in the field now. Do I continue to just quickly go around and make sure there's farms coming along? But, yeah, we're definitely going to play a lot of this campaign, so don't worry about that. Okay. But it's been a while since I've played Rome Remastered, and I thought, why not? Let's check out the best mod for it, and one of my favorites. It's just very old school Total War. I love sort of this slow methodical build-up. I like sort of the clunkiness of your medieval 2s and your Rome Total Wars. Okay, so let's continue to siege out here. What's this moving towards our border? The boy. Okay. So which one should we fight first? Probably the one in the north. Okay, let's see how we go. And let's take this rebel territory here in Vilnesia. Okay, so they're bringing 3 units of Etruscan spearmen, 1 Samnite unit, well actually 2 Samnites, companion cavalry. We are playing on experimental unit sizes, so they are quite massive. We could have issues in sieges, but we'll see how we go. Alright, Marcus Regulus facing Decimus the Etruscan. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. First battle of the series. Let's load on in. Now I have put the music volume quite far down because I just don't know where they've sourced this music from. It's not the original Rome Total War music, so unfortunately we can't have it blasting and blaring, or otherwise we're gonna have issues for me on the back end in this stream. Okay, oops. It looks like there's a massive sandstorm going on, so let's try and wait for that. Oh, this is nighttime now. That's quite annoying. Not going to be able to see. Alright, so let's get the Hastati to move up here. Let's get the second line here too. Alright, let's move the Triari and the Principe further back. And let's get these here. So, what is on by default? Skirmish mode. Fire at will. Okay, we do have some formations here too. My cavalry is massive, so let's sit them there. But as you can see, look at this. 150, 250 per unit, which is quite nice. Alright, let's start the battle. Let's try and move up. And let's move my Villate just behind it, maybe like angle them here. Alright, and let's check out the units of the early Roman Republic. So here are the heavy Principe. These guys look so cool. And then we've got early Triari here. Okay. My skirmishers are now moving up. We want to try and fire up and across. So try and move something like this. We have their hoplites moving about. So this is going to be a little bit of a sluggish siege. We do outnumber them by 800, but at the end of the day, they do have hoplites sitting in here. So my Villate are going to be able to hit them from the sides here. Oh, okay, they're going to do some damage. That's actually quite good, seeing as they had their shields facing to the left. So what we're going to try and do is get my Villate to try and pepper and really soften them up before we even move in. Now, this arrow tower is probably doing bits here at the moment, is it? You think it would be? Okay, no. Thankfully, we're not too far on that side. Okay, so it looks like our Roman infantry has made their way to the wooden walls and gate. We're going to start battering it down. Boom. Let's break our way in. Okay. And then we're going to start skirmishing down here. We're not going to charge all the way in just yet. We'll wait for these entrances to open up. And we also have companion cavalry. These guys are fantastic. Based off the Macedonian cavalry. Then we've got Equites here too. Okay. Breaking that down. Once we've taken this, I'm going to swing my Villate. I love how they use the voice lines from Rome too. Yeah, it's good. Kind of like Oblivion in their remaster. I think there are some new voice lines, but a lot of them are quite similar. Okay, so that's now emptied. So I'm going to make sure that all the... Yeah, these guys need to have fire at will on. So form up here. Now, my Villate now are throwing up and over the top. Cool. Okay. Let's advance here. And before we even push in at all, we just need to start throwing our Villates. I was playing as Nabatea, so I've been saying peltasts. Javelins, whatever. Nice. Okay, so yeah, just keep on firing into this. So yeah, keep on smashing that. We want to make them be so soft up before we push in. Let me take a little bit of casualties here. Yeah, so you do need to remember to turn on fire at will with your Hastati. Because we want them to do the same. Look at them arcing these pillar over. We're just absolutely raining fire down. And already we've managed to take out 300. So let's speed things up slightly. They're moving towards these spearmen here. Trying to get out of range. Okay. So I don't think... Okay, so unfortunately these Vilitae have no ammunition left. Hang on. Try and move, like... Yeah. Whoa, no, be careful. Alright. Fire now. Now, they're not going to come out of the settlement until we push in. Hang on. Try and hit that. Okay, so they're now out of ammo. Yeah. Oh, no, come back. Okay, so we've got like the starter unit here that has some ammunition. What's getting hit here? Oh, okay, they're getting hit by the other arrow fire. Okay, am I confident enough now to try and move on in? Mostly spearmen. And then hoplites. Okay, let's move on in. Let's move the general unit to here. Okay. I guess my Triari. Let's try and group this. So that can be group 1 here. This can be group 2 here. And then I guess we get the Vilitae to try and sit back. Alright, so this is where it's going to cost us a bit. Actually trying to push in here. Okay, so... Now can I try and wrap around here? Actually move one of these units out. Hit this. They're committing now. So... Let's get you around this way. So they're fighting here. They're already really committed. Okay. Try and get around the back here. And we want to try and push into this. Get my companion cavalry. I'm going to use my equites actually. I'm going to keep my companion cavalry. General can sit here. Let's use an inspire. You move you here. Okay, so they're now fighting well. How are we going? So we've only lost like nothing. Okay. We're going to be able to form up here and maybe get like a really good shot off with my skirmishers, funnily enough. So let's look to do that. Can you? Before you charge in. Oh no, they're just going to turn, so maybe just charge. Yep, because now they are getting hit from all sides. Okay. There is cavalry here. They actually have their own companion cavalry. Interesting. What's this unit here? More spearmen. Okay, so let's continue to whittle them down. They've just blocked me there from that. Are we doing well chipping away at them? We are, but we are losing casualties too. Okay, they're now wavering. Okay, they're now coming against me here. Okay, so I'm going to get a charge on this side. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so that wasn't as high octane as I would have thought or liked. 115. Now, can we get this around without losing too many of this cavalry? Yep. Okay, so that's actually worked because it's actually routed it. The thing is with when you play on experimental units. Okay, so we're good here now. The only thing is, it's these settlement battles are difficult. They make open land battles and field battles like way better. But as you come on in, make sure to leave the stream/future video a like. I'd appreciate it. Helps this stream get out there more. Okay, so we're winning here. Okay, slowly but surely progressing through the city streets. This has nearly turned into a night battle anyway. As we push against the rebellious Samnites and Etruscans that are still left on the Italian peninsula. Okay. Oh, is my mic working? I think so. Hang on a minute. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm straight up tripping, don't worry. My OBS is like lagging. It says it wasn't working. Okay. So they seem to be fighting to the bitter end. We have the general and we got the companion cavalry, so let's try and commit that in. They do have some of their cavalry here too. Okay. So that's gridlock. We need to get cavalry around that way. It's going to take quite some time for them to do that. In the town square here now. Okay, nice with one here. So let's move the army this way. Alright, go this way. Oh, okay, so unfortunately I just got my cavalry caught there. Fighting a mixture of units. Annoying some. Okay, try and move to the town square this way. Okay. So try and form up something like this. And then we'll go for the companion cavalry. Funnily enough, these Principe have some Voltasts or Villetes, so they should be able to push. Alright, charge for this now then. So, this army block has made it into the town square. The spearmen should make the massive difference against that companion cavalry, but they're still so strong. Okay, so there is a way for me to get my cavalry to be helpful. They just need to go this way. Okay, so chipping away at the companion cavalry now. We've captured the gateway. Okay, so nice. There goes the general. That should just basically rout them. Moving my cavalry this way. We need to try and break this cluster here. So, do that. Alright, move this way. And then, yeah, charge into the back of that. That's exactly what we want. I could move my general slightly up here to help with the power. Okay, so... Okay, right. So here we go. Going to get a good cavalry charge into the back of this now. And this should just straight up make them panic. Oh, they actually broke instantly. Oh my god. Now, although they're routing, we do have to be careful because they are spearmen. Nice. And let's end that battle there. Clear victory. First one of the series. Marcus Regulus deployed 2,400 Romans against the 1,600 Etruscans. The Principe's got a whopping 354 kills. Like, you just don't see kills that high. Even in our Rome 2 campaign. Hastati 211. 1312. Nicely done. First of many Italian settlements to fall. Okay. So we can occupy. We can take them, which will grow our populace. Or we can just get rid of them, get the 2,300 denarii. I think we'll do this and spread them all out. We want to try and increase our population pool if we can. Okay. So we'll try repair the settlement. Do I want to try and look to move out again and move to a bit more of a favorable position? I don't trust this Greek army here. So do I need to move here to counteract it? The boy have moved to our northern territory too. If they're sitting there, do I just move here? Simply? To deter them? Okay, still sieging out here. That siege equipment hasn't been built just yet. Down in the south, 3 has been built. And that's just going to be a similar fight too with Aeneas Cornelius. So let's take Rhegium and then get all of the Italian peninsula under our control. Well, the boot bit. This bit here. Not all the Italian peninsula. We got so much more to conquer. Okay. So, Gnaeus Cornelius is a little bit older. There's 2 units of companion cavalry here. 2 Samnite hoplites. So this is more of a Samnite army in the south. Similar army build again. Alright. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. See how we go. And then, I suppose we make plans and preparations to go into Sicily. I can't remember how much influence Carthage has down there. Okay. Similar deal. Now, unfortunately, this one, we do have a decent amount of Vilites, not as many exactly. Okay, make sure these guys that aren't equipped onto battering rams. Toggle fire at will. Interesting that we have slightly more Triarii down here for whatever reason. Maybe to deal with that cavalry, I don't know. Alright, let's move up here, say. And I suppose we move up my infantry there too. Whoops, you need to be like here. Okay, we do slightly outnumber them though, which is nice. Okay, so we are starting to skirmish here. The gateway is now gone. Continue to throw Peeler up and over the top. That's what we want to see. You sit here fine. We can just chuck these on the top speed now. Okay, let's move my Peltasts up if we can. Villate, be careful. Alright. Now, you can be a little bit more cautious with breaking down the gate and walls here because you do have to repair it at the end of the day. But we're going to do the safe thing and make sure we've got multiple vectors of attack. Okay, they're sitting further back here. We'll move in 2 Villate units, but we just got to be careful to run out quickly. See? Okay, so they've got caught, which is so annoying. They might recover. They have. Okay, so that unit had skirmish mode on. Okay, so they're not going to come out and attack me. Because we're attacking them at the end of the day. No, 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 no. Oh, that's the tower there. Okay. Have we softened them up enough? I think so. Alright. Let's look to move in now. Move in something similar like this. Move the general and cavalry up. Oh. Do we have Triarii here? Because they're moving up companion cavalry. What do we got here? Spearman wise. Alright, try and focus on that companion cavalry. Alright, push this way then. Maybe try and sit there. Alright, time to move into the settlement. Okay. We move this way. Just trying to punch through now. What do we got further at the back here? Additional units. Okay, so skirmishers can just sit here for support, I guess. We do have a cavalry unit. I don't know how effective there is. Because basically you kind of want to sit here and then hit them from the sides. Okay. Pushing well here. Pushing here too. Okay, so definitely need to make sure we have more ability. Okay. Oh, there goes their general. That's massive.
His men know their doom approaches.
That should be GG's for them then, you'd think. Can't see them coming back from that. We've gotten fortunate there. They're going to fight to the bitter end here, though. Can you move? No, I want you to move this way through the settlement. The only thing with the Rome Remastered and Rome Total War in general is just the pathfinding. Can be a bit suspect. Alright. Try and push some units this way. What do we got here? Couple units doing fine. We just need a full-on wraparound. Alright, get this cavalry unit in. Do the Great Migration. They're doing quite well holding me here. Alright. Go that way. You go here. Cavalry. Oh, there's no way we're going to hold it that long though. Okay, go this way. Nice, we actually broke them there. Whoa. That wasn't my general, was it? What? How did Gnaeus Cornelia... Oh, he got... No way. He got taken... How? There was 68 in that unit. He randomly got hit by an arrow tower? I don't believe that. I don't think I've ever seen that. What the... Cavalry's just getting absolutely cooked here. You're lucky we don't lose this because of it. God damn. Damn. Lost 500 though. Oh, one of the Principe units got 519, which is a bit. Hey Simpzy, hey Gerard, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Flash future video. Okay, Regium got captured. Let's disperse the pop. Heroic death. Factionaire. Gnaeus Cornelius. Taken out. So Marcus Regulus has now taken the command. The guy that conquered the... Oh... Does that mean this line of the Scipio dies out? Is that like Scipio Africanus' great-great-grandfather? Got the Scipios here too. That'd be very funny. If it did, just end the line of Africanus. So does that mean he's now consul? Probably. Okay. Well then. Back down here. Still sieging things out. And I don't think we can spend any more money. We might be able to put the tax rate up some places, but I think it's fine. Let's end the turn and continue. First time I've ever seen you on cam. That's surprising. I've been doing this for years. I wonder if the Greeks are going to attack me at all. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, they just seem to be posturing there. I bet you if we move away, they're just going to attack, which would be kind of funny. We need Asculum too. Huh, it looks like they backed off the Greeks. Funnily enough. Okay. Candidate for adoption, Appius Cornelius. Are you not a fan of FIFA anymore? FIFA doesn't exist, bro. What are you talking about? FIFA is long gone. Pergamon, Egypt are at war. Some more family members. I don't even remember when the last FIFA was. Was it 2023? EAFC, I mean. Well, yeah, isn't that indicative? That it's not even called FIFA anymore? There's just so many better games now. Oh, we need to make sure we repair and then build that. Where was the other settlement we took? It was up here, wasn't it? That needs to be repaired. And then there's communal farming. So, let's make sure that goes along. I wonder how intuitive the auto building is in RTR Imperium Surrectum. Or are you better off just constantly doing it manually? Okay. Looks like we are going to build some roads in some places. We're going to be able to. Okay. Oh, I should move that ship down here, shouldn't I? Do we own this? We do. We own that dock in Regium.
Yes, Captain.
Huh. I've just found Captain Titus here. We're going to need a... general down here. Who could we use? Are you still a United fan? I never was. How can you really be a fan of something when you don't live in the country? But no, I haven't been watching soccer in years now. Lucius Scipio, there seems like a pretty good candidate down here. I just need to get him down here. How can I do that? Do I just move a spearman up? Try and daisy chain it a bit? Like, you move here. And how am I going to get you down? Like, move you here. Move you there. Move you here. I just need to make sure we don't get caught. And then you can move to be the governor here instead. Yeah. And then that gets you eventually down here. Just because units are so expensive in this mod. Okay, that works. Okay. Is this Greek territory here? It is. So I don't want to trespass against them. So let's maybe rotate back around the mountains here. Oh wait, they've... Okay, so there is an army there that just stopped me. Interesting. Is that what it just said? Yep, path blocked. So we'll make our way this way. Well, it's kind of good because I think, yeah, it's still going to make me trespass through their lands. I don't want to do that. I want to move that way at least. Okay, am I confident enough to auto-resolve this? There's like 4 units inside. We have 12. Against Vibius. The thing is, I just don't trust auto-resolves. I'm going to risk it. Clear victory. Okay, so we did lose higher than what we definitely would have in that fight. Do that. I will need to keep an eye on public order though. If we are taking those slaves on. Okay. Can we just look to straight up move up here then? Think so. I feel like you don't get terrible conquest penalties in this mod. Like, we just conquered this, and it looks like we can just go straight up here for the next. So let's just do that. Okay, I kind of want to move down here though too eventually. I need a general here. Alright. I'm still worried about this game crashing. So I'm going to constantly chuck saves. So when was my last? Yeah. So I did a Greek city-states mini camp. Oh, this might have been vanilla. Just looking at some of these saves. Yeah, 2022. So it might have even been longer. Did 111 turns on a beta. Which is interesting. Okay. Let's continue on. Really fun campaign though. Highly recommend if you got the remaster. Want to change your pace for your campaign. Check out RTR Imperium Surrectum. Be interesting to see if anyone attacks me though. As we're becoming a burgeoning republic. But I think at that point we formed the Western and Eastern Roman Empire in like 130 turns. Ain't no way we're doing it now when the campaign's this big. It's literally like triple the settlements. Okay. New candidate for adoption. Lucius Curtis Philo. Green Commander. No. There hasn't been like any sensational candidates yet anyway. I am willing to adopt them. Okay. Let's continue with farms. We haven't even gone on a recruitment drive just yet. It's not like we've needed to though, to be fair. Focusing on farms still for now. Because the next tier of communal farming is still really good too. So I think that's what we'll focus all our economy and money on. Unless there's like cheap roads elsewhere. For like 1,000 or so, I guess we could commission that. Continue to get these farms going. So for now, early on, trying to gobble up as much rebel territory in and around the peninsula is the play. And then I guess roads elsewhere. I guess we could justify a trade or two for a little bit of spare cash. Okay. Still waiting for that general to arrive. So we can hit that army on the outskirts and then draw this out. Do we have enough or do we need to retrain this army a little bit? I think I can win that. 2 companion cavalry. We've got the 1 spearman. I think we could win that. I think that's winnable. Bring everyone, but leave it undefended. Okay. This army's moving about. Got to watch out for that. Okay. We'll get Spurus to take this. What's in here? Another 4. We can move around and help. Or we better off moving south. No, we'll move around and help. Not that way, because you're trespassing. You need to go that way through the mountains. Maybe we did just take the auto resolve on that one. Oh, it's a lot less in my favor. I don't know why. Oh, and I can't back out from here? No. Okay. I don't like that auto resolve. So we're going to have to manually play this one. Against Titus, unfortunately. Oh well. We'll do it if we need to. And then I gotta watch out for that rebel army that's moving south. And then I gotta keep a watchful eye on the Greeks too. But we'll see how we go.
The seer has been consulted.
Oh, okay, so that's a little bit more indicative. The units here are like half health and you can see it. So that's why the auto resolve wasn't very favorable to us, I suppose. I think, yeah, putting it to the right hand side there seems to be the play. Okay, let's move on up. Move here. Turn skirmish mode off. Let's speed things up. Okay. Let's advance slightly. Let's move the general here. I can't believe we lost our factionaire to a bloody arrow tower. It's so annoying. Yeah, they're sitting very, very deep in this settlement.
Our soldiers are at the walls. Now they must batter a way through.
Okay, move my Vilite further up.
Gate is down. Our battering ram has done its work.
Nice. Look at this. Oh! These volleys are so venomous.
Roman military engineering triumphs.
Yeah, manually playing this is definitely the
The
play.
walls are down. Order your men on to victory.
Okay. Just need to wait for these guys to shuffle along, I suppose. These guys are going to throw their poletusts too. Or villetes. Villetes. Okay. My god. They're out of ammunition now. Reshuffle you this way just to speed things up, I guess. Just to get you back in range. Nice. Okay, so it's just this unit and this unit that has some skirmishes left. Maybe move you here then. I don't know if we're going to be able to get much more unless we go in. Oh, they're moving about to the right again. They might get into range. Let's try again, shall we? There we go. Getting a couple. Not a crazy amount, not gonna lie. These guys really struggling just to shoot for some reason. Oh yeah, there we go. Is it the ram or something? Why is this one bugging out so much? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, I think we're good to charge on in now. Or make the attempt to. Where are the Samnites? They're further back. They need to be getting on this cavalry here. Alright, so we've managed to knock out half their army, which is brilliant. Right, move the general up now. There might be one of those... No, I don't want to risk... I was going to say, I might... There's a lot of units here. Why is there like so many there? Okay. I'm going to move my general up here to try and help with morale. But definitely open to be playing more factions on this mod. Just thought I'd play as the Romans to get back into the swing of things. Because they're just so cool. How can you not enjoy a Roman campaign ever so often? You got to do one or two on all Total Wars twice a year. It's just a good faction to get back into the swing of getting back into the gameplay of this. But definitely down to play as... I think we haven't played as the Seleucids. That'd be quite fun. Okay, the enemy general's now dead. It's just this little push here is going to be tricky. I'm going to move my general up. I'm going to move my cavalry here. What's this unit? Spearmen. Okay, let's get everyone in here to attack. My companion cavalry should be good there. Alright, try and engage this. Move you up here. Alright. I want to try and cycle charge around the back there. Move here. Okay. We need to keep cycle charging this. Now, they are in... Hang on, go like that. The town square. So they're going to fight... Oh, the companion cavalry just got chalked. Oh my god. My Chrome browser just died. Cringe. I'm going to have to fix that after this battle. The cycle charting just didn't work. Am I really going to have to run it one unit all the way around the back here? Well, moving to the side might just work. I can move you to here. To push through this cluster. Because they're just going to fight to the absolute bitter end, these Samnite hoplites. The thing is, in other Total Wars, it's quite often advantageous to get this type of unit to draw their short swords and just go on in. But I feel like with this mod, you're better off just setting them reserve and keeping them nice and fresh. And letting the actual infantry do the most of the fighting, the grinding, and the dying. Damn. Unfortunately, this unit is just going to sit here deep and just obviously fight to the absolute bitter end. In the remaster, they basically have unbreakable morale. And they sit in the town square, which is annoying. And there's not much you really can do about it when they sat there so far back. Doing quite well though. Haven't had a major faction declare war upon us, touch wood. 35 now. Jeez. Oh, there we go. My browser relaunched. Might need to reset it though, but it's back up. Even though the textures are old, yeah. I still find myself watching the men fight in Rome 1. Yeah. I just feel like even now if we slow things down, it's just so more impactful. You feel like a weight to it. It's just different. It's just more of a slow, methodical gameplay. It's like less micro-y. Like even the campaign map compared to... I've obviously gone from Rome 2 playing it yesterday to now Rome Total War in this mod. It's just like the textures are very, very similar once you mod it out. But there's just something about the music and the campaign map. And I just prefer the building chains too. Like, I prefer this so much more than the newer hub-based stuff. Sparta and Athens broke their alliance. A couple of family members there. Okay. Cool. What else was here? Oh, the construction report. The ambient sounds are just so cool too. Maybe I need to zoom this in a bit. Okay, so bear with me. The other thing too, if you control A to like do quick saves and saves, it like really stops the game from crashing. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly refresh this. Okay, cool. Everything's good on my... That's... Alright, we're all good. All good, good. Okay. Right. Let's get back onto the game. Chrome was being a pain. Chrome is just a piece of shit for streaming, isn't it? Even with just normal, even just a normal computer, Chrome's a bit poo. Okay, so this army can sit here because it does need to replenish and repair. I don't want him to fall. Do I move? We need a deterrent up here, so we eventually need to get another army. I want to move south here with Regulus. There's a couple big settlements there. Okay, so who's going to be the northern army, I guess, and who's going to be this? So I think we'll just get you to move south. We're trespassing there. Okay, so let's go all the way down this way. You need to get to here. Do I want to push into Sicily? Oh wait, Syracuse and Sicily are actually a faction down here? That's so cool. Do I want to go over here? Or do I just want to stay out of it for now? Because we're going to need forces here. We're going to need stuff up there. Do I want Masana? Do I want to go? We don't even have an art. I think we'll focus on the peninsula. Because they're just going to attack me, aren't they? If I go into Sicily now, when I'm not that prepared, they're going to ask for an attack me. And I can't diplomacy out of it either. I've changed my mind of crossing. I will keep my navy there because that might deter them from. But yeah, I'm not going to go to Sicily, I don't think. I think that's the smart play. And we'll leave a unit of Hastati there. And, oh, Regium's not going to be too happy. Is there any other... Actually, I should go by public order now. And recheck this again. Because we do have some of those regions on a lower tax rate. So, I did drop to low on some. Oh, okay. So it's still the case that the ones we had on low tax rate, if we change it, that makes it a bit better. Hang on, do I need to go like here? Okay, low. Okay, you're going to be not happy. Oh, it's because there's like Ionian culture, Italic, Dorian. I don't recognize that Italian symbol to be indicative of that culture. Okay, that's really bad there. Because they do want to try and put a tax rate up if we can. Yeah, that'll be fine there. We don't want to put taxes too low. Probably too low there. Because it will make a difference. Okay, we are nearly making 20,000 per turn, which is nice. We haven't done any military production. Okay, so that's fine here. Let's move you north. We haven't even built any roads either. So let's go here. Maybe we don't need that army here. Maybe it does need to be further north. And this is like one... We can lift this siege here. So maybe we just sit here in Ascalon for now. Oh no, this is my territory. Wait, that is only their territory there? Okay. Well, that's like nothing then. Maybe I do leave one Hastati spear unit here. And let's move back here. They keep on posturing here and I don't know why. There is a rebel territory here. Umbrians. Umbra, have you got that sword in Oblivion yet? You should have. Okay. I think we're good for now. How much does a diplomat cost? 750. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. Not sure what Ptolemaic Egypt is doing. Seem to be pending. But you got me live here, so feel free to ask me anything. I'll try to answer as best I can. I want to start streaming more on the channel like we did back in the day. Just need to get back into the swing of things. So let me know other campaigns to do too. But for now, enjoying this one a lot. And you can watch it on the VOD too. You don't have to watch it live necessarily. Favorite Greek city-state? Corinth. Because it got burnt to the ground. I don't know, probably Sparta. I quite like Athens too. Larissa, breadbasket of Greece. Publius Decius, 22. None of these candidates have been that good. Coming of age. Numerous Fabius Pictor.
General.
Okay, 16. What does he look like? Sharp. Spiritualist. Uncharismatic. He's reliable though. Despises Carthaginians. Carthaginians and the like are not worthy of consideration in this man's eyes. He's a patrician though. Alright, so we'll give him a good old settlement somewhere. Maybe just here in Latium. We've got our faction leader sitting in Rome, which is fine. And that's going to free up a Heltast unit, which is nice. Get that over there. Okay, so good amount of money now. Looks like those farms are starting to massively work. Still very wary about this army. So should I move to Tarentum? That was risky me doing that. I don't know if I should have done that because we might have been intercepted there. So the Illyrian kingdoms are at war with Macedon. The Olympic Games has been held. Okay. And our farming has increased massively, which is exactly what we want. I'm trying to think, do we just continue with that? Like, we haven't got to a point where we're like, oh my god, we need units drastically. So, in some of the regions where we're not getting farms, or can't because we still have turn off, do I just get some roads then? I think we do that. What do we do? Yeah, I think we start getting some roads. Because what that's going to do, improves routes, increase character movement, so we can actually move up and around the peninsula a lot quicker. But so far, I don't know what they've done in recent updates, but this mod seems so much more stable than when I've played it in the past. Okay, which is really nice. Okay, so keeping a watchful eye down here. There's still some rebel territory there. Everything's good public order-wise too. I guess I move north to here. 11 units seems to be pretty good for conquest. Okay, so let's move up here to try and get here, I suppose. Okay, how big's that? Okay, there's a fair few units there. Sanissa. Okay, there's just a bit of a double up there of generals, I suppose.
Imperator.
Move you here, move you there, and then move you there. There we go. Yeah, I just feel like they keep on posturing. They want to attack me, but they just haven't for whatever reason. Milon has been saved. It is kind of cool that those Romans that are sitting further south here seem to look more Greek, which is probably realistic and sensible, because this area here was Tyrus was colonized by ethnic Spartans at one point, which is cool. I think we're doing okay with this campaign though, slowly but surely building up, making sure the Italian peninsula is fully under our control before we go to war with a major power. Appius Ullius Caesar. That's a cool name. Appius Julius Caesar, essentially. Lethargic, charismatic, +2 personal security. Reliable. Well supplied. A true Roman. Who's it for? Appius Caesar has entered the chat. Bro's name's Caesar. I reckon we'll bring him in. Appius Caesar. Absolutely. Where is he? He's in Rome. I'm sure we can pop him somewhere. Yeah, probably up here. Then we can move more Villate around. Okay, let's move north. Siege this out. So we're starting to get to the border here with the boy. And Vercingetorix and the Chads. Okay, you move here. Alright, back down in the south. Oh, I don't know where that army is now. I don't have a spy. The Dalmate and Issa are at war. The Greek city-states Epirus and Athens have broken their alliance. Uh-oh. Carthage and Syracuse have declared their allies. That's pretty bad for me. That they're uniting on the peninsula down there. Alright. Focusing on roads and farms still. I think we're just getting roads now. Mostly. I think I want to go tier 2 communal farming and then we'll go with better... How much was that road there? 5,000, my god. That's so much money. Guess we go with traders next. To be fair, we haven't done any military recruitment. But I guess we're building up the economy, so we're going to be able to benefit from it at some point. I think you do want to go farms, better quality farms, roads, and then depending on if you're at a war, you need more military forces or not. We'll see. I kind of wanted to intercept this army here, but I'm not going to be able to see it. Unless I, like, move you here. Oh, I can't see it. Do I move here and build a watchtower? Cost 1,000. I guess that's annoying. I wanted to fight that. Have an open field battle. So, Ullius here is sitting quite deep. Move that Villate in here. 4 turns until they surrender. Still have to wait to build that. Alright. Let's continue on. Yeah, there's no way we've got enough. Oh, I guess we could siege it. And then we can always retreat. Oh, there's only 1 unit in there? What? Oh, let's siege Brundisium then. There's not more settlements down here. Oh, there's an army here. That's okay. We could... that might be bad. I might have just done a big misplay. We'll see how we go here. The Navy's idle. That's fine. Okay, so you're moving over here. Let's see how the AR reacts to this one. Huh, they moved back. They built a watchtower there, though, which is interesting. You don't tend to see barbarians building watchtowers and stuff. Well, okay. I want to see how the rebels react, though. Free Peoples, what's up? Okay. Decius Tullius Cicero. I don't really know what traits you really should be farming. I guess fertility is pretty good. Minus influence isn't good. Morale's not good. Plus 10 tax, that's pretty good. Decius Cicero. Sure. Where are you? Oh, you're back down in Rome too. I feel like we could put someone of that name to use. Okay. Cool, there's a Roman town needing your services. Okay, maybe I just move these guys up here. Real quick for this siege. They're going to be put to work. Okay, still sieging out here. What's happening down in the south? Okay, so that army's now moved to... Okay, so we're going to be able to take Brundisium from Marcus. We're absolutely going to be able to do that. He's only got 32 there and his retainer. Oh, I could have gone with knight actually, so I could have done a knight attack. Nice. Did all those settlements that I recently took get repaired properly? Yeah, they have. Okay, you're still sieging out that, fine. Back on the recruitment drive, or construction drive. Oh yeah, there was some buildings there that needed to be repaired for some reason. Roads where we can. Traders now, I think we go with traders. Trade bonus income 30. I can't remember which shrine we want to. Mars, Saturn, Minerva. I'm gonna have to research that again. Depending in obviously vanilla, the shrines that you can build are tied to the faction, but now we're playing as like the Roman Republic generally. It's going to be either one of these. So basically just have a look. Public order, light weapons upgrade. Okay. Public order, law, civic, experienced troops. So I imagine a shrine to Saturn, because you eventually want to get a pantheon, isn't it? Yeah. And what is that? So heavy weapons, light armor. The thing is with Rome, you don't tend to need the light armor and heavy. In vanilla, I don't know about this mod though. Like you want the law bonuses, which stack. Yeah, so morale, trade, public order bonuses. So eventually when you get like a pantheon, I think you probably want to go down Shrine of Mars, which is interesting. You think Mars would be the more aggressive one? Morale. Or is it this here? No. Oh, okay. So it actually needs to be awesome, I think. Yeah, so I guess we're going to go Saturn. Because you want to try and counteract the harder difficulty bonuses. Yeah, you get a plus 20% bonus to law, happiness, and then minus 20 construction. That is just far more beneficial than any infantry upgrades you can get. You'd think, wouldn't you? I think. I'm going to get a diplomat. Can I get it anywhere else? I think I'll get it here in the border. I want to negotiate with the Greek city-states. And maybe just get trade or something with them. And then I guess we can talk to the boy up there too. Okay, so there is an army here. And then we're just sitting here in Brundisium. We need way more units down here in the south. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to make it back here. We need more units. Now, up here, it's just this. I don't really trust this. If we move out, we're just gonna get attacked, aren't we? Because this army needs to be down in the south, I think, helping out here. There's 2 full stacks, and then there's like another 2 pieces of territory. Maybe I'll look to move out now. Push at least to Asculum, I think. And you're moving up here and we'll fight this one. Yeah, so what are the odds here? Oh, damn. Not favored to win. I know we're at half strength, but jeez. Is it really going to be that bad? Anyway, we'll fight this on the field. Yeah, my infantry, we haven't replenished and repaired them for quite some time. We're just pushing constantly.
And so it begins.
Okay. Turn off skirmish mode here for you. Damn. What? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have... Oh my god. So many abilities there. It's actually kind of crazy. Make sure everyone's got fire at will on for these. I wish there was a default setting for that. Maybe I will have to get them to draw their short swords in this. Alright, move up, guys. Quick as you can. And get peppering. Look at that, there's just so many of them. They're just so lightly armored, though. Oh my god, look at all these wolves that have just rocked up. Alright. Keep firing, laddies.
Now they must batter a way through.
Doing bits too.
The enemy gate is down. Our battering ram has done its work. Show no mercy. The enemy walls are down. Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath the ruins.
Damn. Hoplite unit just walks past for a split second. Gets eviscerated. Move you further up and just make sure we're angling them properly. You need to sit here. You need to be way further up, my guy. You've got range if you just angle yourselves a bit better this way. Okay. Jeez, I just don't know if we've actually done enough. We've knocked out 400, but now we're fully out of ammunition. We try and angle this way slightly better. And watch out for that arrow tower here now, though. You're just going to get better chance moving up, maybe. Okay, these guys are going to come in this range. Okay, so how am I best to do this? Get the Triari to focus on the companion cavalry. Get one unit here. Get, like, units here. And get the companion cavalry to go this way. Let's move the general this way. And then I'll make a decision on how things are going. Whether or not to move the Villate in. Are the Triari moving? They are. Okay. Just don't want to be risking the skirmishes if we can avoid it, but we just straight up might not win without them. Okay, so you need to move around this way. We're pushing there. Alright, you go around here. Okay, I'm going to risk my Equites and companion cavalry now. We just need to get them inside. Oh god. Well, not that way though, risking them. This is just not what we want. These clusters are a bit terrible for us. They've actually got me here. I need to go all the way. I need to literally go like all the way around here. To get around. To get to this cluster. Gotta be kidding me. Because this is not good. We can't even get to that one without getting hit here. We only can get to this cluster. Alright, you go here. Companions need to go here. And you need to form up like that. Then you need to form up like here if you can. Okay. Charge. That's the only way we're going to be able to break that. Form up here again. You form up here. We're not even going to be able to get to here. They're in a really good spot there. Focus on that spear unit that's holding the 150, then go again. My general's fine here. We're going to be able to break that now. I don't know how we're going to be able to get around this. Okay, so they've just straight up capitulated, which is nice. Well, they're starting to rout. Go, go, go. Take the space, and then get the get the cavalry here then. Nice. Oh, we just broke it. Perfect. Phew. That's a relief. Okay, so now we can just start focusing on this from multiple sides. And I'll deal with the cavalry like higher this way. Oh, nice. Their general's dead.
It is time to press the attack.
Go for that. Get the cavalry up here. Well, maybe my general, we're going to need help. And we're going to be able to win this, I think, and save the Vilites. I think. We'll see. Oh, this is going to be so brutal. It's kind of working, but far out. Barely. Just cycle charging that. Far out. It is working, but I think the Equites are just so squishy as a unit. Like, you really can't leave them long in there at all. Like, the cycle charging is working, but yikes. The Equites are just getting obliterated because of it. But then it looks like central and northern Italy will be secured. Which is good. Then it's just the south. We could sit there maybe and start initiating the countdown, maybe. Oh, they're like in here now. They actually just need to be around this side more, the cavalry, which is interesting. Okay, no, the companions are getting caught there now too much. Too much so. Nearly got him. Move the general slightly higher up. I don't think moving in the cavalry here is going to make that much of a difference. Might do. Phew.
a moment of triumph to
Nice.
savor.
Marcus Regulus. Winning another battle.
Victory and glory!
Okay. Still waiting on that diplomat. Oh, nice. This man has been awarded the Corona Raya. This was awarded for some Principe and Centaurians. Killing a single man in combat, okay. So his traits are increasing, which is nice. And now we're sitting up on this border territory. With the boy, I want to see what's there eventually. Okay. Nice. This is going to be a little bit precarious here. I'm going to check a save. I will be back momentarily. Bear with me. Okay. Think we're all good. Alright, I'm back. What's your favorite ancient battle? Gargamella? Nah, Zama's pretty good, I'd say. Zama's the one. Scipio Africanus, the Chad. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back now. Okay, where were we? Okay, so up here in the north... Actually, I was checking out the audio. The audio is the guy... It's a little bit loud, I think. Oh, I had it at 30? Maybe I drop it to 25. Got the music right down because I don't know what music it is. The effects are fine. I feel like this speech needs to be dropped slightly. I was just checking the stream when I was away before. Making sure everything's in order. Audio balancing is a constant thing you have to bloody get right, I feel, with streams. Much easier in the editing process to fix things up if it's a video. But when you're live, anything can happen. Okay, so this army's sitting here as a deterrent. We need a diplomat to try and get some trade or get some relations with them. You're moving north here now. I kind of want to spy if we can. We need to start... Yeah, we need spies, we need diplomats, we need line of sight. Alright, let's end the turn and continue, I think. The Navy's idle. We need more troops down here. So there's still 2 pieces of rebel territory that I want on the peninsula before we look to go against factions. There is like 2 full stacks down here. And then like 2 half stacks. Why is there so many in like this Brundisium territory? I guess it's Calabria. It's just a lot. Okay. New candidate, Titus Maximus. Dude, some of these names. Reliable management, well supplied adult, 30. Let's bring him in. Absolutely. We do need more governors too. He can go into Sabinia like instantly. Okay. Ellis and the Achaean League are at war. Sparta has broken its alliance. Wait, oh, because Ellis attacked that league. Okay. Alright, I think it's time to get diplomats and spies, like I was saying. So let's negotiate with the Greeks here. For trade.
A most generous proposal.
Can I get map information off you? For map?
We would prefer...
They want... that much denarii? No way.
Next time.
They have so many allies, though. They're all the Illyrians. Yeah, right, okay. We can go request settlement, right? And then we're going to be able to see what they have. Roughly. I wonder, what's this settlement called here? Ancon. What would they want for this?
Would you consider...
Huh. They would give me Ancon. Ancon. For that much money, but we're going to give them map information? Is it the map information that makes it generous? I know it's a lot of money, but it actually might be worth that. Because then they're not going to attack us. Really? Hang on, can I try and negotiate that down a bit? That's still... No, not that much. Hang on. It is 8,000, isn't it? Generous. I think I would rather do that. 8,000 denarii for this settlement.
A most generous
They gave it to us.
proposal.
Okay. And then it just spawned a bunch of mercenary infantry. That costs 500%. That's so much, though. I don't want that, though, do I? How much do these cost? Oh, that's not too bad. Hang on. Hang on a minute. That's a little bit cheeky. That was such a good deal. I don't know what they're going to do with this now, though. Interesting. Does that mean I can bribe more of those settlements then? Okay. I guess we've got a good amount of money, but geez, I don't think we got that much money. I will start getting more diplomats then if we can. We'll get one in the south here and then one in the north. I just want to have a quick run around and look if I can get any spies. Well, I guess what we could do actually is get a diplomat here and get them to act as diplomats. Be spies for all intensive purposes. Okay. Yeah, geez. I was not anticipating for us to be able to buy that territory. Maybe using our diplomatic and economical heft will actually allow us to conquer territory without military actions. Or has it made this worse because then they just might straight up attack me now anyway. Who knows? It's one of these units that I just moved in here. I think it's that one. Can't move. So let's move back here then. And then set a full stack here. That's pretty darn good. You're moving here now anyway. Okay. I don't know what is going on with my Chrome. Has there been an update or something? Because it is just hating the YouTube page at the moment. On Discord too. That's so annoying. I have like an overlay for YouTube on bloody Chrome and it keeps on crashing. I think it's because of the game. It is using more memory, but far out. Make a good browser. Jesus. Okay. I think we sit this here. It's fine. Yeah, so we get those diplomats coming. I want to see what's up here. I don't know. The thing is, because I haven't played this mod in so long, I don't know where the settlements are, which is kind of cool because like you roughly know there's like a settlement here, one here and here. Like I don't know how many are trickled in and around here. For example, I didn't know there was 3 territories down here. I thought there would be 1. So I guess the fog of war is being a little bit sensible and realistic. The Romans wouldn't know exactly. They have a rough idea where stuff is. Okay, so I'm still wary about this during the end turn phase, so we'll see what happens. This army's fine to sit here. We just need more reinforcements down here. So we'll see how this goes, and then I could move an army here. But we'll just see what happens. I feel like that army, though, in Ancon, Petra, probably needs to go to southern Italy. Because we've only got 3 legions in operation. But to be fair, if we get these mercenaries done, we might be able to just buy and bribe those territories down there, which would be so much more beneficial to us. If we could get the deal over the line, potentially. We'll have to see. Interesting. So, negotiate... I don't know if it's because of... that the Greek city-states just so far over here. Oh, they're moving north and away. Oh, that's perfect. They're actually being reliable. Yeah, right, okay. Not being very treacherous. Okay, Gnaeus Furious. No, thank you. What if we start taking other kingdoms that have different heritages? Knossos and Cadonia have made peace? I don't even know. I'm going to head off. Ava Roma Simpzy. Thanks, Felix. See you later. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the support. Okay, let's have a look, see what's happening. That diplomatic recruitment blitz worked. Okay, wait, why can't I? Yeah, sort by this. Okay, so, let's move up this way. Can we see? Oh, it's not really giving us that much intel, I guess. Alright, let's negotiate with the boy. Trade for map. That's not a bad idea. It's going to be quite some time before I do a full-on invasion up there. We might even be dealing with Carthage. They're probably more aggressive. Okay, so trade, and I'd like map information.
What do you consider?
For 2,000 denarii, good. And then we can see where their settlements are. We still have an alliance with Massalia. I've forgotten about that. Oh, okay. So they have... They don't have hardly anything down here? Oh, oh no, did it...
Waiting your command. I will address them at once.
Yeah, I can... Oh, so it's like up here. They only have a little bit of border... Okay.
Yes. Without delay. Your honor. Your honor.
I can barely see that.
Awaiting your command. That's
Okay, it looks like there's some rebel territory here then.
awaiting your command.
I suppose... Didn't I have another diplomat here? Yeah, I did.
At once.
So what's... Is there a... There is a settlement here. Jeez, okay.
Your honor.
There's a lot of units there.
Without delay.
Big barbarian settlement there too.
Your honor.
There's a couple big barbarian towns like here on the west coast. Jeez, okay.
Master. Awaiting your command.
I think this one goes further. No, I don't know. Maybe further south here, I guess. Okay, where is this diplomat? Yeah, okay, so do I talk to these guys and say, hey, do you want to join?
Our patience is limited. You insult us.
No,
Be quick.
okay. So do
Our
I...
patience is limited.
I don't think it's going to work. What about this one?
Quick. Our patience. You insult us.
Alright, so none of these guys want to diplomatically join. I feel like there's an army here. Or maybe it's gone.
Moves depleted.
I just moved my
Your honor.
general around like that. That should have bumped something if there was someone there, you'd think. Okay. Let's get more roads going. Because so far we haven't gotten to a point where I'm like, geez, I need an army pronto. We're still using our earlier tier units quite effectively. Okay, so they're moving away now, which is nice. I'm going to move Regulus with his army this way. That's trespassing through their territory, so we have to go there. Alright, let's move to, I guess, Pisa. And then I try and negotiate with other factions. What's this? Massalia. Hey, can I get map information from you?
Preposterous. Welcome,
Map
friend.
for map.
A most generous
Okay, nice.
proposal.
So then we can actually see them. We do have a lot. I feel like the map information is just like not working. Like we barely can see anything. Like what's the point? Okay. Let's get this army then to move south. Is this not... There's a little thing here. Does that mean it's not paying for upkeep? Is it free upkeep? Is that what that is? If they're in here? If I move it out, will it go? I don't know what that icon is. I haven't seen it before. Okay, let's leave this unit here then, and let's move this army south. Get these 15 units to rally up. And I think we're good. Nice. And then maybe we start getting some military units. I guess we could have taken Masana and gifted it to Sicily for an alliance or something. Maybe is the play. Still need to secure southern Italy before we push into Sicily, I think. We've still got Sardinia and Corsica to deal with too. That's going to require a navy though. Okay, so it looks like the Greeks have gone really far north, which is nice. Thank God. Not dealing with them was the play. I guess we can negotiate with some... Oh, so we have been attacked finally down here. I don't think the second legion's going to make it there and... No, he's dead. Okay. They can just attack him one turn like that? Milan. 55 governor. Gonna be dead. What I'll do is I'll just sit in the town square and just try and make them grind against me. We want to try and take out as many of them as we can. Oh, we might be able to... I'll have a look. We might be able to charge out, actually. So there's two options. You sit further deep, make them try and take the town square, or you charge out and try and stop them. So... Oh. There's just no walls. Cool. Okay, so what do they have here? 150 companion cavalry. Bunch of Samnite hoplites. Yeah, so I guess we just sit and defend. So it's GG's basically. I was gonna say you can maybe stop the siege equipment, but that ain't happening. Special ability. Just basically sit here. No arrow towers are gonna help us. Make them absolutely work for these 32 units. Guard mode. Maybe not actually. What's the special formation wedge? I don't think it's gonna work. We're just cooked, I think. Arrow towers might have made a difference. We might have been able to stop and charge if there was like a battering ram coming up, but it ain't happening, I don't think. Slowly moving in, my God. Yep, and then we just sit here. Yeah, so it's just not worth playing something like that. Unfortunate. Oh well, it happens. Okay. Oh, actually, it might. They attacked me in one turn, so there is a chance I might be able to use that to my advantage. All right, Vibius, another candidate potentially for adoption. Inferior commander, so he's going to lose one command. Undecided, or supplied. No. Heroic death. Milon the governor. Oh, we've had a riot here. Let's drop that. I guess because it's still very much Greek in nature. Maybe we need to get a religious building going. Let's get a shrine to Saturn. Okay. Maybe just move my diplomats about the place. I guess we'll send them to Greece eventually. I just don't know if there's many other factions up here and stuff to negotiate with. It's mostly just random barbarian factions. You can go down here and then negotiate with
Fleet ready. Ready to sail.
Sicily. I want trade with them if we can.
Sail.
That'd be rather quite nice.
Regretfully, we must decline.
They declined the map.
A most generous
They're going to accept the trade though.
Without delay. No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Without
They'll continue to move you around the coast.
mistaken, sir. Your Honor.
Damn, there's so many barbarian territories there.
Patience is limited.
Yes. Await command. Yes.
Okay. Should I push in and take this? At some point. Right, how far are you away? Still a decent amount of turns. Okay. I think roads still. Oh, we got some communal farms we can in some areas. I'm like, oh, I need units, but it's just so good getting traders. We're going to be able to go on a recruitment blitz when we can. Roman recruitment here. Just being able to move through Italy like rapidly is very beneficial. Okay. Move you here to Pisa. Yeah, I wonder what Sardinia and Corsica are going to be. Oh, there's a settlement there that we can see. How much do ships cost? Oh, like nothing. Okay, well let's get one of those up here so that we can move over to Corsica if we need to. Alright, everything's fine. Oh, you need to be sitting in that dock.
Yes, Captain.
Maybe we even try and find Carthage too. So I suppose we just sit here in Brundisium. I think I just wait, because this is, even though I've got an army here, it's not the best. This army will push here once we, maybe rally up and go together. I am trying to just throw as much of my money into the economy as we can. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be able to get more money that way. Appius. Decent management though. Valarius. Well supplied. Sure. Move you north.
Onward, Imperator.
Get some traders going. Probably need to check the public order again soon. Make sure everyone's being taxed accordingly. Okay, we're getting to the point now where there doesn't seem to be too many spare buildings left that are purely helping us economically. Like your farms and your roads. And traders. The market there. We'll grab that. How much does that cost though? 2,000. That's still pretty good. Okay, nice. We just move my diplomats around the place.
Yes. Yes.
Just to get a rough idea. Oh, I didn't try and bribe any of the barbarian settlements down here.
Without
I guess it's
Be
worth an
quick.
attempt.
Our patience is limited. You
No.
insult us.
So it doesn't seem like bribing rebel territory seems to work.
at once.
They definitely seem to be more fiercely independent.
Honor.
They are free people. So who are these guys? Agrigas? Wait, they put Agrigas in the game? I didn't even know that. That's cool.
A most
Oh, damn. Okay, so that really complicates things because they're like a pretty big faction in like southern Sicily. Oh, okay, so they're going to be... Oh, that's good. So it's not just like the power dynamic between Rome and Sicily and Carthage.
A most generous
Okay,
proposal.
so we're getting a lot of trade partners down here. Okay, so that should like stop Carthage from hitting me. Which version of Riz is this? It's the latest version. It's not like an early access version. I think they've taken a break from updating it.
Noble master.
I haven't been following the updates though.
Honor.
Kevin, whatever the public version on Steam is right now, it's just what this is. And I don't think this has been updated since last year.
Welcome, friend.
So there's Massalia.
Without delay.
But I think they're working on updating it again.
Without delay.
I haven't played this version of the mod.
Command.
That's like massive and this big. Like this. I've done a couple campaigns on it. Like, I think I had early access at one point. For some of the stuff. Okay, let's go back into public order. Okay, what's happening here? Haven't spoken to Ahal and Apple in quite some time. There's just so many modders too. On so many different Total Wars. Like, haven't caught up with the Dawnless Days or 1212 AD or 1100 AD modders in quite some time either, to be fair. I think I should attack some of these a little bit higher because we've got some fantastic public order going here. I guess we are growing. Getting early access to the Roman update would be cool. There's a Roman update. Like I said, I haven't been following it. I thought they took a break. I haven't looked in quite some time. I knew that there's going to be an update coming out at some point this year, at some point, but I don't know when. Okay, so I'm going to be able to hit this. Oh, is there still an army there? I don't know. Going that way is way too close. I'd rather go this way and around. Yeah. Okay, so do I get Lucius Cornelius to govern, or do I get Publius here? So if I attack with you, and then get Publius and his army to move about. What can be left here? Probably just the 95 Villate. We can't even move them all in. Move the Stardy. That's better. And then sit you here for now. What are they doing update-wise to Rome? Isn't it in a pretty good state at the moment, you'd think? Okay. Let's fight this one then. Oh, I should just do a proper save. Been a little while. Alright. Yeah, damn. Still not getting crazy odds, though. Alright, Lucius Cornelius Scipio is going to get revenge for Governor Milon and his death. Bro got taken out by Taurus rebels, really. No way, I don't want to not attack this. There we go, a bit better. Alright. Grab everyone with skirmisher ammunition. Make sure you're on fire at will. Precious spearmen go towards the front. Probably even Romans and Triarii to some extent. Vilites. I will keep skirmisher mode on for you this time around. The last couple of sieges we did, we haven't. Alright. The weaker one's here. Alright. Let's see how we go. Oh damn, they're actually going to sort of meet us slightly, maybe? Yeah, right, okay. Move here. 3 families. Okay, and new mechanics. Economy, I don't know if they have units yet. Red Z did some coverage about it 2 months ago. I'll have to check it out. I feel like I watched a video with that Termy did, or he linked me, I think. I watched that. I can't remember when that was. It December? I can't remember. Okay, so they're actually just like straight up pushing me here. So let's just try and surround them then. Bring the generals up. I guess we just surround them. We're firing into this now, which is nice. Like, just like swarm this. Get cavalry. So what? Are they gonna... Well, they just like capitulated it. Are they gonna split Rome up into families like vanilla? Are they? Or I kind of like being one homogeneous Rome. I do personally find that more enjoyable. But are they going to split it like with the Brutii, the Scipii, and the Julii? They are going to do it like that, huh? So they're going to revert back. I don't know if they are. If they do that, I don't know how I feel about that exactly. I guess it makes it more like the remaster. And what the original design of Rome is. I guess Rome is just a little bit busted. I guess you can make an argument of trying to balance it that way, but... Okay. Alright, fighting's breaking out now in the settlement. We're using a bunch of these mercenary spearmen that we acquired from paying off the Greeks to leave. Okay, then we got that block to move past. Alright. Whoops, no, pull back. And then we'll try and wrap around that way. Please. There seem to be trickling units here. Interestingly enough. Right, fight for that then. Go after this companion cavalry that's sitting here. What do we got in reserve here? Some spare units we can look to move up. Those companion are going to capitulate, you'd think, wouldn't they? They're holding quite well. What units do we have there that have... that these guys have? Skirmisher ability. How are we struggling here? Against companions? There's a mixture of triarii there. Should be doing a lot better. Can you like fire into here, please? Yeah, there we go. Alright, they're now broken. I hope they keep the one roan option. Well, are they or are they not? What did they say? The only reason you keep it the only reason you keep a 3-faction split Rome is only to pay homage to the vanilla version of the game. Historically, and it being like realistic and sensible, it's not a very good idea.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way
That's
for
what I
you to
think.
behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief. Great gods be praised. The enemy general is killed.
It's not like it is that designed around it, is it? Alright, push for this last bit here. Because, for example, we might not have the 3 core Roman families like gain much prominence in this particular campaign. We lost to Scipii pretty early on, so maybe another Roman family will take the mantle up. Still got plenty of Scipii still, but always quite like that. Alright, let's try and push into this last unit here. Maybe we need to watch. The video on stream. Okay. So we're going to be able to take this settlement back soon enough. We've just got units back here sitting in reserve. Just shift attacking here. Haven't played an open field battle yet. Might just take some time.
This is a heroic victory.
2400 lost. That was getting close to it though when they moved out, which is nice. I don't even know what they recommend unit size wise to play on this campaign.
Victory and glory! This land is Roman!
Okay, let's disperse. I usually play an experimental. Affluent aristocrat. Okay.
General!
Maybe I just need to do some control A mergers now. Or... yeah, merge and yeah, there we go. We need to reshuffle the unit cards too. I haven't done that in a little while. Make things just look a little bit more pretty. Okay. Nearly wielding a full stack, which is nice. Oh, we are down here in the south. Let's siege this one out then. And move you here. And then we've nearly got this taken under our control. You can't negotiate with them when they're under siege. Be like, hey, join my faction, please. If you don't, you're dead. Okay. We need more units up here, I think. With a trader then. From what I remember, there is like rebel territory here.
Your Honor, without delay.
I want to try and get a ship actually. I'm going to stop that trader from being constructed up here, and I want to go and build a ship and start negotiating with the Greek city-states. Just to get trade with them. I liked Ununited Rome better too. Just checked. They'll have both an option. A united and divided Rome. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh. So, why not have both? That was the answer. Okay, a faction is destroyed. I don't even know who that is. Another candidate for adoption. 27. Influence. Management. We haven't got any absolute Chad commanders yet. Oh, determined, hardened, well supplied. This guy's pretty good. Definitely can find a place for him somewhere. Okay, move up here. Because we definitely want to try and grow the Roman family as best we can. Cappadocia and the Anatolians made an alliance. Good on them. Do I want to start building like sewers and stuff? Maybe a market here. Probably sewers are on the list at some point though. Okay, let's go with Saturn. I think I want to build that everywhere, the shrines. We're saving so much money not pumping too much into our military just yet. I think a shrine to Saturn is the play, and that's what we want to do. I feel like with the Julii, Saturn was good. Or was it? No, it was Jupiter was the one for the Julii and vanilla, I think. Can't remember off the top of my head. Okay. A lot of these roads and farm buildings have been built now too. Farm buildings? Farms? I touch my hair the slightest bit and it goes all puffy. Okay, we've got such a big army here now. Surely I don't have to manually fight this one. You're kidding me. I think it's just like these Sammonites sitting here. I'm going to have to manually play this one. Even though we've got 4,000, that is not a good auto resolve at all. God damn. Nearly been 3 hours here today and we haven't conquered all of Italy. It's not including like Cisalpine Gaul, but like, yeah, there's still rebel territory on the boot.
Take up the shield! Units! Await my order! Ram! Units! Units! Double time!
Never said there was going to be a quick campaign. Once again, make sure all available skirmishers do that. Yeah. Okay. I can't believe we lost the console in the first episode. Oh my god. It's a bit funny.
Our soldiers are at the gates. Now they must batter a way through. Our soldiers are at the walls. Now they must batter a way through. The enemy gate is down. Our battering ram has done its work.
Okay, smashing our way in.
Mercy. The enemy walls are down. Make sure
Yeah, they are going to slowly start coming up.
The ruins.
Okay, now we're starting to skirmish them properly. If I had archers, that'd be so nice. I don't need to. Get the second ram up. Okay. Just going to angle my skirmishers slightly. We are intertwining them with the infantry, but they seem to be doing okay. Okay, 300 have been softened up. Next. I'm going to wait for them to come up again. Before we push. There's going to be a chance for them to move around, you'd think. Or do we have to just move one unit in at a time? Oh no, yeah, they just naturally are going to move up here eventually. They're coming around, just got to be careful.
Our soldiers have captured the walls.
Just move
now
back.
Is the time to press on and capture this place.
Keep skirmishing them.
Run! Move, move! Attack! Move, move! Move, move! Move, move! Move, move!
They're sitting just a lot further back now.
Ready. Missiles! Units!
Alright, maybe we just swarm in. Oh no, they're coming up now again. Just need to be patient, I suppose. They'll eventually move around again. And then we'll break up into... Yes, they're coming up again. I just want to make sure I use all of my skirmisher ammunition before we move in. Because we could literally destroy like half the unit. Okay, let's charge this way. Charge that way. Then charge you through the center. Nice. Get around that way. Okay, that's doing well. Keep the cavalry and the general in reserve. Wow, who knows? 88? Is that possible? I didn't think it was that low.
The enemy general flees. Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too.
Okay, there goes the
enemy
general now.
is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Nice. Swing up this way. Okay, now it's like dropped like 200. They were surging. No, swing this way. We might be able to get rid of this bubble here. Oh, there is a unit here just idly by. We'll get that in and get that on a different position. Hit that and split that one there. Yeah, but make sure it doesn't move. There we go. And then try and break this up slightly. And get that to go through the center, but like you that way and then like you this way. There we go. There we are. No, you need to keep going this way. Keep moving. And then the you there, yep, there we go. Oh, nice. Pathfinding in this fucking game. There we go. We are playing on experimental, so it's my fault, but I want big battles. Alright. Jeez. That push cost us 400 men. Let's move the... no, I'm not moving the general in. They're so squishy in Rome Remaster. I'd rather not. No. I will not move the general in. I don't think I will. Just need to grind past this last little pocket here. Let them fight to the bitter end. There's literally one Sam Knight hoplite there, not letting us win. Okay, that was a lot more decisive, that fight. Starting to gain experience. I love these. Artworks are so cool. Done by AI. I think it's fine. Quite a long time ago. I guess that's a screenshot that they did. That's probably like pre the AI revolution, maybe. Maybe it's a Photoshop filter. Okay. So, retrain that. I guess we siege this out. Leave one of the Villatays there. Alright. Let's siege this. I'll move you there. Don't think we've got enough men to really attack that. Need more infantry. Titus Cornelius, 21. Not going to get bribed. Confident commander. Unless they got really bad traits, maybe we should just constantly adopt. Grows the family tree more, gets us more generals. They're mostly going to Rome, aren't they? Oh, I can't even remember where did he get adopted to? Where are you, Mr. Titus Cornelius? I'm not going to be able to find him, am I? Oh, he's here.
Imperator, march!
Okay. We have pretty much played every single battle. Surely I should be able to auto-resolve this one down here.
Imperator.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Damn! 1.2k? For an auto-resolve on that.
Glory!
Me just being lazy did that to me? Oh my god. Alright, let's get this diplomat over to Greece. And we've just found Epirus,
Going ashore.
I think. No. Yeah, so Epirus is here. We've found Illyrians too.
I shall speak with them.
So let's try and get some
A
trade
most generous proposal.
with Epirus, the Illyrians.
A most generous
Okay, they're just really far
proposal.
south. The Illyrian Kingdom, Illyrians. There's like a factional split. And they're at war with Epirus and the Greek
A
city-states.
most
Okay.
generous proposal.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 factions just here in this little cluster.
That's... I cannot do that, sir. Your honor.
Fascinating. Are they really meant to be? Have I gone pretty high up?
At once.
Not necessarily.
Awaiting your command.
I didn't. I feel like they're a little bit further south than what you would anticipate. I think
Can I be of service?
to see that many Illyrians there. Maybe they've
Without
aggressively pushed south somewhat.
Yes.
Just making our way through Gaul here. I don't know. Is it even worth negotiating
Welcome, friend.
with like some Iberian kingdoms and stuff
Without
on the coast here? Maybe.
at once.
Be quick. Our patience is limited.
Your honor. Out
What's
of
that?
the news.
Orion, I don't even know who they are. Okay. Oh, how's our public order going? I think it's fine. I just literally saw that territory there. Just like, I'm really not happy. Back on the recruitment blitz. Farms, then roads. Oh no, this settlement is giving me the shits because it doesn't have a wall. I don't want to have it get attacked again. Oh, we can build mines now. Jeez, that costs a lot. A complex gold mine. God damn. A guaranteed 500 gold per turn. That's rather nice. Saturn again. We haven't even focused on military buildings yet. It's just funny. Fine by me. We're building up a 30,000 economy now. Per turn. The only problem is if we get attacked. But we should be good. Okay. I wonder if we're actually going to get attacked down here. Like, they're so close, but do we need a deterrent force? In, like, obviously, Rome 2, some of the other total wars, they're going to be quite aggressive. I just don't know if they're going to be able to push over there. All right. Let's leave one unit here, I guess. All right. I'm not too sure what to do with Lucius Cornelius Scipio. Do I want to go over to... Do I want to take Messana and then give it to Syracuse for an alliance? I'm kind of tempted to do that. Because we're just here. And it's going to take me, what, like 2 turns to get there, do that, instead of going all the way up here and then fighting just some barbarians. And then if we do get attacked or pushed down here, we're going to be in this sphere of influence. I'll have a look. Because we might be able to gift it them for an alliance. I'll just see what their diplomatic standing is, I guess. Oh, actually, you know what? I can go into this menu, can't I? And go factions, diplomatic standing. Yeah, and let's have a look at Syracuse. God, there's so many factions in this game. God damn. That's... Oh, wait. So, Agrigas. It's good to have a look at Agrigas, I guess. Oh my god, I'm blind. I actually can't see. This one. They're allies with Carthage and the Greek city-states. So making an alliance with them would be in my interest to do so. How's my faction leader doing? He's fine, just sitting there. You're moving up here. Oh, yes. I wanted to... yeah, this... I want to look what's going on here in Sardinia. Oh, Carthage owns it? Are you serious? Not all of it, though. They don't own Corsica, because it is worth me going up there if I can. Are there any other settlements on the island? Then we're straight up bordering them. Fighting over this would be a good idea. Like, being able to trade across here is ideal. We'll see how we go. We might be pressing up against Carthage a little bit earlier than what I'd like, but we'll see. What a name. Bibius Valerius Volius. I think that's how you say that. Oh my god. Bibius. Doesn't have much influence. Morale. Has a +1 unrest. I think I'll get him. A couple of these towns have expanded though, which is nice. New family members. Damn, I've got so much money now. So, definitely the play. We might look to start... Yeah, I think we want to go shrines, then governor villas. I think that's what we want. But things are looking good here in the Republic. But at the moment, Still just fighting and dealing with rebels. We haven't even got anything to build here. So I guess we'll just build a military barracks. Haven't fought a major faction yet. Which is funny to say, even though we've been playing for like 3 hours now. Alright, let's build villas now. Some of these areas. To be fair, the rebels are quite strong though. They're nearly essentially small little tiny kingdoms and fiefdoms that we're going against. Roman recruitment 2. Let's do that. Okay. So, we might have time to do that Syracuse trick. Let's get you south. Everything's to be doing okay here relatively.
Yes.
Let's move my
Without delay.
diplomat further south. We're running into more factions we can
A
trade
most
with, the more the
generous
merrier.
proposal.
Without delay.
Damn.
Service
Greece is so
at once.
condensely packed.
At once.
We're struggling to move about the place.
I will address them at once.
A most generous
A
proposal.
lot of these factions are just straight up accepting, which is nice.
Taken, sir. I will address them at once.
A most generous
Want to try and
proposal.
increase our trade as much as we can.
Without delay.
I don't think there's any other settlements here on this island.
Without delay.
Interesting. So it's only Carthage that has that one.
Sir.
It's definitely worth
Sir.
making a play there, I think. We might...
I will
Okay,
address
so-
them at once. I will address them at once. I will address them at once.
A
There
most
is like a
generous proposal.
proto-Barcelona here, a sort of a Catalonia.
Your honor.
The thing is, it actually might be worth doing expeditionary forces ever so often.
Without delay.
Oh my god.
At once.
We're so far deep into Spain with this diplomat. The path's blocked. What's with all the notifications? Okay. Probably need to start getting infantry now. Do I have any spare units, or is it mostly just... Have I just like made 2 legions now? Is that where we're at? Yeah, so you got 18. This one's gone to 16. This just so happens to have slightly one more. So maybe move you south. Yeah, so we've merged Legion 2 and 3. Slightly, but not by much. Annius. Poplicola. I haven't seen this trait. Oh my god. Management, fertility, personal security. Bright magnetic. Well supplied. Sure. And this is freeing up units too, to some extent. Getting new generals. And then allowing the infantry to be freed up. Because ideally, if I can have every single settlement with a governor, that's going to help our management and administration quite a bit. Okay, I don't think we've got enough money just yet, so we can purely let the AI manage this. But we're nearly getting there. We've doubled our income since the start of the campaign. It would be interesting to see how much trade is actually now influencing that. Oh, nice. We found Macedon finally.
A most generous proposal.
Oh, they're really far south. Oh, and Sparta too.
A most generous proposal.
We're already trading with the Greek city-states. Is Corinth.
A most generous
So we can
proposal.
negotiate with the Athenians. Okay, so I think I should keep a watchful eye on this rebel settlement here. Probably should look to try and take it. It's literally Corsica. Up here in the mountains. Okay, and we'll sit here to negotiate with Sicily. And I guess we try and find Celtiberians down here to trade with. Lusitani, Turdidani. Edidani, whatever they're called.
A most generous proposal.
Celtiberians.
That's not possible, sir. Without
Pergamon and Athens are now at war. Byzantium and the Pontics. So we're making 30,000 from farming, making additional 10,000 from trade, which is significant. Not much from mining, a lot from taxes. Because that's why you want to get more pop. There's more of a tax base to, well, tax. Okay, let's chuck a save there. Alright, let's march over. The thing is, we could get I think there's an army here. Yeah, there is. There's an army hiding. So I just need to be wary of that. Okay, so I guess we move over. Do I want to drag? Yeah, I want to drag it out. So hang on. If I go here and be like, wait. Oh, I can just... Can you just move over? Are you kidding me? The reinforcements are come in. That's fine. And we'll manually fight this one. Companion cavalry. Alright. Lucius Cornelius Scipio is going to engage these guys. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. And we're going to drag out the garrison too. I'm thinking it's vanilla. Maybe there's a... Sometimes modders can put in like paths to walk across. I think they did that there. And I didn't even need the bloody ship there. Actually, having a ship there probably blocked them from coming across, actually. Funnily enough. And then I think I might give this to Sicily. I haven't just... I don't know.
brave warriors! I have units on my order!
Damn, this army's weak at the front.
Units! Hurry! Hurry! Units! Hurry! Units!
It's only a 50-50 to win this one, actually. Yikes. Have we got a formation to sit in? Only that. Oh, goddamn, okay. I just don't know if this is going to survive a front-on charge. Maybe I do need to go, like, hang on. Cluster the green healthy infantry with the yellow and go like that. And then, like, flank with the rest here. I mean, I guess that'll work. Okay.
The ferryman will be busy today.
This might be a little bit more complicated than what I would like. Okay, so they're gonna be able to unite up like super quick. Are you kidding me? They're sitting there on the high ground. Plus they're in the foliage too, so move to here. This might be a tricky fight. First land battle might not go to plan either. Hilarious. Being craving one, bro might lose it. Okay, move to about there. Angle like this. We're going to be able to skirmish a lot. And I'm going to move the cavalry there. Okay, and then run. Okay, I'm going to move my skirmishers up. Oh god, we're just going to get charged. Oh my god. Oh, they move back. Oh, there's so many of them there. Do I try and go around the other side of the hill? Fighting in this foliage is not good. It's not what you want. We need to be up this side of the hill. Oh, you got to be... No. Move this way. It's sketchy doing this. We need to be up here. If they're sitting... Oh, we're running out of room here now. Okay, that's gonna work actually. Wait, there's like a border here? We've hit the edge of the map. Okay, that's fine. We can make this work. Actually, really well. Because then we'd have to focus on that. And then we're gonna slowly start moving up. It's literally a 50-50. We outnumber them, but it's probably more so due to the fact that our vilites just have, our skirmishers just have so many units to them, man. They actually might outnumber me on the infantry front if you were to crunch the math. Right, let's slowly advance. Okay, this might be good for me now. They're starting to move. Okay, so skirmishing is now happening. They're moving their companion cavalry on this left flank, and they're going to charge. Alright, so they're coming towards me. Let's drop and inspire. Let's swing our cavalry around. Get it to work. Okay. So let's turn skirmish mode off. Reform. Are there units not being engaged? So that one is. Move then. We can't allow any units to be sitting idly by. So you need to be this way. And you need to charge that. I'm going to get all my vilites to try and hit their general. Okay. Oh, okay, they're going to be able to get... We need to somehow get rid of that general. Yeah, like really focus on him. That's a lot of peltas fire going against him, but they're just heavy cavalry. Do I try and like rush him maybe? We are softening him up. He's going to be able to... He's going to run out of peltas ammo. We need to go for him. Make an attempt at least. Nice. Their enemy general is dead. Hopefully that's enough. They're now routing. Okay, you need to push for here. Okay, that's the 2 generals fallen now. Yeah, because technically one was the main general, wasn't he? Alright. Alright, that's now broken. Okay, maybe we just try and hit that cluster now. Alright, we need to make sure we run down as many of them as we can too. Just need to be careful with my general. Let's continue. And we want to try and run down as many of them as we can. Phew. Got it. Now it's the decision to make is do you do it? I'm going to be annoyed if I get drawn into a war with Sicily. It's going to piss me off. So I'm kind of tempted to give Messana to Syracuse. And then we just go in whenever we want. Are they going to... The thing is, there's settlements in Total War that the AI like really tries to fight for and that they want. They're going to, regardless of who's in it, they're just going to fight for it. Oh, did we not get that last unit? 165 ran in there. You're kidding me, man. And Messana might be one of them. Unless... Well, now that we're going to have to siege it out. I'll do a save, right? And we'll do one more turn. So I will just say, hey, Syracuse, do you want an alliance? That's very demanding. So they're just not interested. Our relations are fine. Maybe I just offer to give them some gold. Can I just do that?
I will address them at once.
Like just as a gift? No. Okay. So, yeah. I think I'll try and give them Messana. I could even maybe give it to Carthage or something, I don't know. Or maybe the Greek city-states, actually. That might be a big brain idea.
Yes. Yes.
If no one wants it in the end.
Sir.
Okay, let's do one more turn and we'll resolve the Messana situation. This is massive fighting going there in Epirus, which is quite funny. Oh, what does Massalia want? Their offers become protectorate. Okay, Massalia... Request Massalia's protection in return for a share of your income. Wait. I'm confused. So do they want... They're offering protectorate. Request Massalia's protection in return for a share of your income each turn. They want me to become a protectorate of them? Why would I do that? Surely be the other way around. I can save and reload. I think it... Am I tripping?
Our thanks.
Yeah, so... No, they become my protectorate. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Preposterous.
So now we can see their territory. Yeah, that's better. And if they ever get attacked, we'll defend them. And we get money for it. Yeah, I was like, why would it be the other way around? I feel like you can read that two ways. Anyway, we can see their territory now, which is nice. But to be fair, I wouldn't have put past the game to be like calculating that they're actually stronger than me. They probably have more armies. Nefarious. 22, 1 command, reliable. More of a military man. Sure. Oh, down here in the south. Nice. Could be useful. Alright. So, let's take Masana. The holy port city. I love the shot of it in the Kingdom of Heaven director's cut. Okay. So, now that I've taken it, we'll negotiate. I think we will negotiate with Syracuse. And I will say, hey, I will give you this lovely settlement of Masana. How good's that? For an alliance. And they're going to accept too. And that will create a wedge between us and Carthage, I think. Would they become my protectorate? No. They would request become an ally though. I think that's what we do. And they might give me a payment to top that off as well. We were trading settlements for like 8,000 last time, so maybe we'd... No. So that's really not... Maybe half that. Balanced. An alliance is going to be a bid anyway. Maybe just 1,000 just to sweeten the deal. Yeah, let's offer it. Alliance, Masana. G'day. JC3, another Rome Total War streamer. Yeah, hey. Another Rome Total War stream. I do play all the Total Wars though, pretty much. Okay, we'll offer that.
You do not fool us.
Okay, so it didn't work. How about we just give them Masana? Can't throw in military access at all. No. Alright, let's do that then.
You do not
They're going to
fool us.
reject it. After all that... I'm just trying to force an alliance with them too. I'm nearly happy just to get this deal over the line. Give them like 6,000. Not going to cost me that much.
You do not
Still
fool
refused.
us.
Okay. Does it need to be like 10? Man, we're getting stiffed out of a settlement and we're going to have to do a massive payout.
A most
Nice.
generous
Okay.
proposal. Welcome, friend.
And we'll leave it at that. Cool. So
Can I be of service?
it gives us a bit of breathing room down here
Without delay.
because that's a massive chunk to take out. And it stops them coming and dealing with us.
Honor.
What's happening there?
Not possible, sir.
Who's sieging that?
Without delay.
Probably Carthage, but it could be Agragas. I don't know.
I will address them at once.
Right, let's negotiate with these guys.
A most generous proposal.
Without delay.
That's
not possible, sir. Your
I don't think there's much more people to trade with. I guess we're going to be trading with like Pergamon and stuff as we push up towards Macedon
honor. No more.
and this side of the map.
Sir.
Okay, still keeping an eye here because I want to know if Corsica falls. We're already negotiating with some of the Celtiberian tribes here, but we'll try and find more. Wow, they have a territory here too, the Greek city-states?
Your honor.
I guess it's kind of cool that they're a homogenous faction, but they're all over the damn place. Conqueror of Masana. We got the influence points and then we like ran back. So we still get the... Does he still have the trait? Yeah, Conqueror of Massana. A Sicilian polis of Massana has been captured. Oh, so he's got pretty good influence. The wine is not called Massanian, it's called Mamertine. It rivals the best of Italian wines. Huh, so he's got like access to the... Or like I guess realistically he gets access to the vineyards down there. Is that the joke? Okay. That's kind of cool. But yeah, overall I'm doing good. Living the dream. Here in Australia. Okay. Don't think there's any more construction we really can do this particular turn. Okay, nice. So diplomats we can't do any more stuff. Alright. So, oh, we got some public order here. But we'll probably look to wrap things up here today. I'm going to public order slightly. Alright, so Legion 2 here will replenish and repair with Lucius Cornelius Scipio. We've managed to conquer the entirety of rebel southern Italy. We've got the boot. This army, I guess, would have gone into Sicily, but we've made an alliance with Syracuse, which is nice. So we could redirect this army potentially to Corsica. We shall see. We could even maybe take some rebel territory over here, maybe. And then we've also got Cisalpine Gaul to deal with. So maybe I'll redirect this army up here, and we'll push to try and take this coastal rebel territory in and around Genoa in the next part. And then I guess we kind of see what's going on down here. Oh, right. We can see Massalia now. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of territory with maybe a stack and a half. So not that much. Still under the reign of Gaius Slepsina, our first consul. We do have a new second consul because the first one died. Oh, this family tree is starting to grow too now, though. He's adopted children. He does have some ethnic ones too. And Marcus Regulus is the second consul. He's got a bunch of children. Milon, unfortunately, died. These family trees are slowly growing too. Yeah, unfortunately, Gnaeus Cornelius got taken out by an arrow tower, and then this line just died. That's so annoying. Gnaeus Cornelius Scipio is growing, though. Same with Lucius Cornelius. And then that's back to Gaius here. Alright, well. Let's do a save here. Alright, let's wrap things up. I've streamed for over 3 hours here today. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 coming out soon, live stream 2. Thank you for watching the live stream. Felix, Gerard, Kevin, really do appreciate all the support. Pickles too for the super chat, but we're going to wrap things up here today. Stay tuned for more live streams on the channel. We've got my Nabatean Series 2 and my longer Total War videos. I feel like I've got exactly what I wanted out of today. Playing RTR Imperium Surrectum. I love this mod so much and adore it, so I can definitely see myself coming back and doing more parts on this. In the future, check out Simpzy Total Warfare if you want to see more CK3. And Simpzy Total Warlord if you want to see more Oblivion Remastered. YouTube memberships are available, of course. You get access to YouTube membership lists, mod lists too, just for me to give something back. Yeah, thank you for all the support over the years. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more Total War content on the channel. And yeah, you'll be able to watch this live stream as a VOD shortly. Alright guys, take care. I will see you in the next one. Much love from Australia. Goodbye. Bye.